Welcome to Pastor Jerone TV. I'm your host, Pastor Jerone. Today is another great day to be walking with God and to be in the light of the Lord. Go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Please hit the bell, get a notification, leave a comment. Dr. Fauci and Colin Kaepernick. Who would have ever thought that these two would be mentioned in the same context? One's a football player who's disgruntled, who became a Muslim and American hater, and Dr. Fauci has been working in the government under the infectious diseases. He's been over there for a long time. So how in the world did two of these come together? Well, I'll tell you. There's a Robert Kennedy Award for human rights. And both of these guys here are going to be awarded the Robert Kennedy Human Rights Award. That's right. Oh, yeah, no joke. They're going to be awarded the Human Rights Award. Listen, this further tells us something about the left. That the left, they run the magazines, they run the media, they run the banks, they run everything. And this is why certain companies and businesses are deemed essential and others are not. Because if you are a middle class or a startup and you're not a part of the left's big money system, you're non-essential. You know, just like you have the protesters, they are essential. But church, that's not essential. Gathering for a barbecue or a funeral, that's not essential. But when they have a funeral for a civil rights, John Lewis, I was beat. He wasn't beaten. I was beat for civil rights. Blood was coming down. They beat me. Who beat you, John Lewis? I just can't say who it is because they'll beat me again. It was the Democrats. But you never told us who beat you, but we know. We understand, John. You know, you're going on to that place where you are. But listen to me, yeah, Dr. Fauci's going to get an award. Colin Kaepernick's going to get an award. Colin Kaepernick took a knee because he was upset. He never told us what he was taking a knee for, and when we asked him to describe it and tell us what it was, well, he was all over the place. He gave a whole lot of stuff. One week is this and another week is that. During that time, he could have gone to President Obama and talked about it, but they didn't want to talk about that. But have you ever seen Colin Kaepernick in one of those areas like in Chicago and New York after a 100-person shooting, in the aftermath of a shooting? Has he ever gone into a black community in the aftermath of one of those killings, weekend killing sprees? No? Well, then why is he being awarded this Human Rights Award? All right? There's no reason. It's kind of like giving President Obama the Nobel Peace Prize after a week of being in office. Okay? Didn't do anything. Dr. Fauci is going to receive this award, which tells you something about his personality. That he's a fame seeker. He accepts his stuff gladly. But he hasn't offered us one remedy yet. He hasn't come up with anything. And just recently he says, now you need to wear the goggles. You need to put the goggles on. And then you need to put on a glass shield along with the mask. You know, it's more fear mongering. This guy hasn't offered any solutions. He hasn't come up with any remedies yet. When there's remedies sitting out there, hydroxychloroquine, the steroid inhaler, you know, he's not talking about that. But yet you have the balls, my man, to accept an award for human rights when Dr. Fauci needs to be going to jail for crimes against humanity. This virus is because of him and Bill Gates. And he and the Democrat Party and the media have been working this thing to bind up America. Now, let me ask you a question. When y'all get through with this stuff, after you've destroyed America and hurt our economy and taken kids out of school and turned everything upside down, when we fight back, conservatives and those patriots in America, we fight back and we win and we keep Donald Trump in office. All of this will have been for what? For what? You've taken trillions of dollars out of the economy. You've messed with people's psychology. You've destroyed police, the police institution. You've hurt America. And for what? You're going to lose. You're going to lose. Because God isn't through with America yet. And you demons, you just have to wait your time. Yes, we understand there's going to be a one world order. We know that's going to happen. But it's not the time yet. Your time has not yet come. But y'all have declared this year, 2020, to be the year when y'all do it, when y'all bring in the new world order. But it's not the time. And Donald Trump being in office is that sign that it's not time yet. Okay? So keep on getting your awards, keep on doing all this stuff, but you're not going to win. I have people come on the channel all the time, but Donald Trump, he's with the one world order. He giving his buddies all the tax cuts. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand business. You have to give an incentive to business to come into your communities and set up those businesses and pay $20, $30 an hour. You got to give them a business cut. You got to give them a tax cut. It's an incentive. But the people that's walking away without even paying taxes are the folks on the left. Y'all don't understand that. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Let me get your comments on this one. Because really, Dr. Fauci's really shown his hand. Did y'all see him before Congress when Jim Jordan lit into him? Jim Jordan lit into him. He was asking him about, he said, is being in crowds, is that spreading the disease? He said, yes, that's spreading disease. He says, well then, there was a 500,000 protesters out there. So is being a protester and being out there and protesting with all those crowds, is that spreading the disease? Well, I don't understand what you're asking me. No, I'm just asking you. Is being out there in the crowds, like and as a protester, and you're around all those people, is that spreading the disease? Well, I can't say. I don't have the science. That man, that Dr. Fauci is a dirty little sucker. He's a dirty little sucker, man. He's a dirty little sucker. And this further tells us that this all a scheme. It is a scheme, folks. It's a scandal. Y'all thought that Russia hoax was a big scandal. This was a big scandal. Let me know y'all thoughts. I'll see you on the next one.